Number 12 on our Cache Valley Media Group's list of top 25 Aggie football players is M.J. Tafisi, the new inside linebacker who has transferred to Utah State from the University of Washington. He comes back to the state where he played at Alta High School. He is from West Jordan, where he was considered to be the 10th best recruit in the state of Utah, and he went to the University of Washington, where as a three-star recruit, he played for 4 seasons for the Huskies, 22 games, finished his career with 40 tackles, including a sack and 2.5 tackles for a loss. And when Utah State needs help on the interior line with some graduations at linebacker, M.J. Tafisi, a transfer from Washington, should step right in and help Utah State's defense continue to be very productive and very big play-oriented. Number 12 on our list is M.J. Tafisi.
All right, so that's number 12, MJ Tafisi.
Yeah, I like MJ Tafisi here because of he kind of goes with some of the other guys that we've talked about, like Patrick Joyner yesterday, who was at Miami, but you look at his statistical impact at Miami, and there's not a lot that was there. But when he comes to a situation like Utah State, has an opportunity to showcase his skills and his abilities in a way that he wasn't able to somewhere else. I think this fits MJ Tafisi in the same way. Highly recruited out of high school, regarded as Al said, one of the top 10 recruits out of the state, out of Alta High School, but just struggled to get that chance at Washington. He had some games here and there where he made some impact plays, but didn't get a lot of minutes and a lot of snaps. Only 22 tackles over the course of, 3.5 seasons. So if you just only look at that, then you might wonder why he's so high on the list. But when you watch what he did in spring and listen to what the coaches are saying about this guy, I believe he absolutely deserves his place right here. It's a great spot for him at number 12 in the top 25 Aggies.
Yeah, I'm certainly hoping that he ends up being kind of a breakout star at linebacker, because we've talked about how there's some depth concerns and some unknowns at linebacker where we're not sure. Tafisi could be, he could end up being a standout guy that kind of saves the linebacker position. I mean, there may still be depth questions, but he could really end up, if that talent is there and he's able to apply it, it could be a huge deal. And you talk about how he's highly recruited. I think the one source I found, I think it was 24/7, had him as like the 24th best linebacker in the nation.
Yeah.
So, really good linebacker. And I found out when I was doing a little more research today, because in 2019 he had a stinger when he was playing, and he said he lost all feeling in his shoulder and neck for a couple of months.
Ooh.
So, and that was one thing I think that hindered him at Washington, where he was almost into his starting position, but then things kind of tumbled. He fell behind a couple of guys. Obviously, they got injured, and things just never materialized for him. And he joins a seemingly growing list of 4-year transfers to Utah State, like Xavier Williams, Brian Cobbs, Tafisi, Gervin Hall, I believe, was 3 or 4 years at Miami. So there's a lot of guys on this team who have spent a lot of time trying to break through at a Power 5 school. These aren't guys that played 1 year and then I didn't play as a true freshman, so I'm out of here. These are guys who have put in the work and tried just so hard to get that opportunity, just didn't. And now they're coming to Utah State, where that's the one thing they haven't had so far. These are kids that have talent, size, speed, athleticism. The one thing they haven't had is an opportunity.
Yeah, that's a great point, and that's what Utah State has. I mean, they need help at these positions. They need help at the linebacker position. They need depth. They need experience. And there's a lot of excitement about how MJ Tafisi will help Utah State in that linebacker group. I think he's got great size for a linebacker, 6 feet, 235 pounds, athletic, and smart. And Coach Bonda, very high on him. And so excited to see how he fits in alongside A.J. Vongpachan, and then how the other linebackers underneath them kind of come together. But he's going to have to play a big role for Utah State.
Yeah, a lot of snaps and a big roll, and cross your fingers these guys stay healthy.